Welcome to Quantum Change. I'm Natasha Williams, and I help you to get from where you are right now to where you truly want to be, so that you stop wasting time and energy and money and to get the freedom that you truly want. And today I want to discuss with you the 1% rule, or the Kaizen principle. Now in Japan, the motor manufacturers discovered the Kaizen principle, where they just do incremental improvements consistently. So it's not a huge overhaul. It's something where they're constantly looking to see how can they make the engine run better, how can they make this door click or close nicer, or how can they make this car more comfortable. And so what happens is over time they actually became the best motor manufacturers in the world, because they consistently improved and improved and improved on the engines that they had. Now, the same applies in your life. If you had to have a hamburger today, it's not going to affect you. In years from now, whether you had a hamburger now or not, it doesn't matter. Today, it won't matter either. But what happens if you had a hamburger every single day for a year? What do you think the shape of your body would look like? It might not be too bad, but it's certainly not going to be in an optimal health state. Likewise, if you had a salad today, it's not going to make a difference in your life. But if you had a salad every single day for a year, you will start noticing that there's a vast difference between having a salad every day for a year versus a hamburger. Now, I have discussed in my other video why it's so hard to quit smoking or quit eating or go on a diet or stuff, because there's something covering for that. But what I want to share with you is when you commit to just do that one thing. Let's say I drink a lot of coffee. If I said to myself, let me stop at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then I'm not going to change my coffee habits. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to miss out. I'm just going to stop having coffee from 4 o'clock so that my body can start unwinding and I can be caffeine free by the time I go to bed. Now, caffeine might take long, it might take short, depending on what time you go to bed. But let's say I decided 4 o'clock. It over time means that I'm going to be consistently having a mental barrier or a boundary that I've set for myself that now becomes part of my routine. It's not hard to do, it's now part of my routine until it becomes second nature, that I don't have to think about it. The same as you brushing your teeth every day. The same as the person who said make your bed every morning. If you can make your bed every single morning, it's going to be an excellent start to the day. It's going to get you in a space where you know that you've done something constructive for yourself, that you've actually said, right, I'm ready for the day. My sleep time is over, my daytime starts. So when you look at 1% changes that happen in your life, and I'll give you an example. Let's say I decided I want to start getting healthy. Instead of going and dieting like crazy and cutting out all the bad foods, it's not sustainable. It's not part of my life. It requires too much willpower and it's too big a jump. So what if I decided instead that for every cup of coffee that I have, I will have a glass of water in between? Or I'll have a coffee and then a water and then a coffee. So instead of having 3 cups of coffee, I will have 2. And that way, I'm not missing out, but I'm just doing little adjustments. That 1% that over time makes such an impact. Now, what I've learned from all what I call them the masters, there are people out there in the world that are teaching stuff, and their success leaves clues. Now, when you look at all the people that have achieved stuff in their life, they didn't go all out. They may have dropped everything, but you are not that person. You don't have that willpower. What if you just said, I am going to exercise once a week, and I'm just going to go make sure that I get to the gym, and you set a day. You need to set a day, and you need to set a time. If you don't set a day and a time, it's never going to happen. You need to block it out and make that your priority. So, right, I'm going to go on Fridays and I'm going to go first thing in the morning. Friday comes, I'm going to get my stuff and I'm going to just show up. Even if I exercise for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's irrelevant. But while I'm there, I'm going to utilize the time that I have and I'm going to go home. What would be the outcome of that over a year? And so I might start to feel good. I might start to feel like I'm showing up for myself. I'm starting to have self-worth. I'm starting to take care of my needs, because the body needs to move. The body also needs healthy food. What if I showed up with my thoughts? What if I decided that I needed some time also, now that I'm on this healthy, and it's 1 day a week, it's 10 minutes maybe. What if I decided now that I want to meditate? And I can find 10 minutes a day just to relax and get into a zone where I'm actually just connecting with my thoughts, or disconnecting from my thoughts. So I'm aware of them, I'm watching them, but I'm not paying attention to them. I'm not buying the story. How would that be over time? So if you incrementally looked at your life and you said, what one thing can I just do today? That small adjustment. And then you stick with that, and you will see that as you start to feel healthier, as your mind starts to clear, as your brain starts to, the chemical patterns in your brain, the brain waves start to change, as your hormone levels start becoming stable, you start looking for more and more of the good stuff, the stuff that's going to make you feel better. And so that is how you start changing. So it's not about going out there and conquering the world. Anybody that has succeeded in anything, no matter what it is, they didn't get there from going all out. Lance Armstrong did not win the Argus or the Tour de France 4 years in a row, or however many years he won it, from just showing up and riding. He actually got on his bike every single day and just did what he needed to do every single day. And if you just focus on doing one thing in the direction of whatever it is that you want to be doing, you're going to get there. So instead of focusing on the things that are not going to serve you, find something today that you can do for you, something small. Even and especially if you can find it in something that you value. So for example, maybe what's important to you is your family. Maybe you're not spending enough time with them. Maybe you're not telling them you love them. Maybe you're not doing enough. You feel bad about it, but you just somehow don't play with your kids, or you don't spend time with them. Go today and go and find something that you can commit to once a week, once a month, where you say, this is what I'm going to do because this is important to them, to our relationship, and to me. I hope this video helps you, and please like and subscribe to my channel so that I can share more of these videos with you. And if you have any comments, please comment below. I will reply to every single one. I love to hear from you. And I look forward to seeing you next week.